Hey guys, just here to do another tattoo update video. So where I last left off, I had my right side shaded. Was probably 2-3 hour session. I think it was like 2.5, 3 hours. It healed up really easy. I think I was in the process of nearly fully healed when I showed it off. So I'll go ahead and show off how it healed completely. So it might be a little dry. I just got off a fairly lengthy day of work. You can see, I think I mentioned that black had pretty well healed at that point. It was going to be about that dark. And as you can see, now it's fully healed. And it is a lot blacker in there. And obviously having the silver and white, the silver highlights around the teeth, around that black, makes the black look even more black. Obviously the contrast helps pop it out there. So yeah, I had that done and it's all healed now. And then this week I ended up doing the other side. So it was about as long of an appointment. We did a slightly different thing to the left side, where the right side we did more of kind of the upper part of it here. Like we hit this part. On the left, we focused more down here. So when we go to finish the armpit, we'll come back and we'll do this stuff here. So we got all the back side and the bottom of this one done. So, sorry, my camera's a little off there. So yeah, we did this, and this is almost fully healed now. Again, I'm not doing these the same way I used to, where I would do them almost right when they're fresh. Okay, so I got this tattooed on Monday morning. That's now when I get tattooed. And I'm filming this on Friday night, so I'm in the process of peeling right now. By this time tomorrow, it'll be fully peeled. Now, I don't know if you can see, we added an eye in here because there was some room for some more stuff. We're probably going to add another one up here, maybe in here. There's just room, so there's no reason not to. About the same for pain. Obviously, it's similar. About 2.5, 3 hour session. But yeah, it's all healing up really nice, and it's staying nice and black. The oldest Panthera black I've got has stayed about the same way that it was put in. So it looks to me like we're banking on it being about this black kind of always. And then once again, we are doing the same white shading that we have in my chest here around the spider eyes to bring them out. We'll be doing that in between all of these shaded parts here. So in other words, all this negative here that we didn't shade black is all going to be shaded white and silver. So like in all these areas, we're going to bring it out with white and silver eventually. So it is going to be a lot of work, but when that's done, it's going to make everything pop a lot more. Now, in terms of what I'm doing next, this next session, we're going to be doing basically nothing but a highlight run. I think Rick wants to hit the red. These have already been, the silver in these ones and have already been run twice. So that's silver and white, second pass. Where this is going to be second pass here when I make my next video. So I'm pretty sure all the teeth and the red, that's what we're going to be doing this next time. We may get into some of this stuff, like the white in here, because that's the oldest healed on the front. But I'm not actually sure. I don't want to promise more than I deliver there, but I'm pretty sure this next session we're going to be starting that stuff, because I don't think there's enough to fill 2 or 3 hours just on the teeth and the red. That being said, we might end up doing a couple more of the eyes too, like, because we still got we've got, where are they? Sorry, not there. We got eyes up here to work on, and there's another eye in here. So there's quite a few little things to do. Obviously, we've got to shade more in here around the tongue, kind of build off similarly how we did the chest. We're going to do the same style of shading in here. But overall, in terms of the shading, there isn't a whole lot left. It's going to mostly be highlighting from now on. So these appointments have been pretty extensive for a while. Like the shading has been a bit, I wouldn't say that it's super painful, but it's been laborsome. Like when you're putting in the bones of this, that takes longer than the highlights, and they sometimes don't feel as rewarding. It's where the highlights, the minute you put them in, like everything changes. So the next bunch of sessions that I have, I think are gonna all be high reward ones, because most of the bones of this thing are finally in. But what I'm overall looking most forward to, I've mentioned before, but I want to get into these tentacles again eventually and redo these, the details we did with the dynamic with Panthera. Now, I don't know how Rick feels about it. I don't think he really wants to redo everything. I think he wants to do like what he needs to, but parts of this need to be done all together. Like around these suction cups, we were planning on doing the purple silver. So I'll just show off an example of that. Purple silver we used in these suction cups here. They have just, the purple silver has just a slightly different coloration to the titanium silver we've been using for the teeth. So it's just enough that they're just a little different. It does have a bit of a purple shine to it when you see it in person, but it doesn't show up really, really well on camera or in video. But it's just a shade different than the silver, the intense titanium silver that we've been using. So really, anytime you add like a different shade or even just a different tone, it helps to kind of separate things from one another. So I got my belly button done again recently while I'm down here. This is the blackest it's been, but if you look real close, there's just one little spot that didn't take. So unfortunately, when I come down here again, I'm probably going to do one more round. I think one more is going to be enough on my belly button, but yeah, I'm crazy enough to go for a sixth time, and I might not be if this last time didn't get me anywhere, but I got quite a bit more saturation in there, so I'm thinking it's going to be worth the effort. So yeah, I think after this next week's highlights that we do on my stomach and all that stuff that I was talking about, I think after that I'm probably going to take a few weeks off the torso work, and I think I'm going to get Rick to do these roses, and probably then after that redo the hand tattoos again. So these will be third pass then. And obviously the white is super punchy in the moon, so a second pass on the rose should get the rose up to more where the white in the moon is. And I'm hoping that first pass on these, they'll be more like that. So again, the white not being super distinct, but being enough that the new black really pops off of the shade brighter. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing immediately in the future. People keep asking me about my arms, how long till I get to my arms, and honestly, I can't wait either. I think the only way to do the arms that's going to make sense is to bridge off of the chest. So in other words, building this shading off onto the shoulders and then moving out from there. I think we'll probably procedurally hit left arm, then right arm, left arm, then right arm, kind of going back and forth day by day, or not day by day, week by week. So I think it'll be progressing sort of like symmetrically, but not quite, because the designs on each arm are going to be different. I don't really want to give that away too much yet, but they're going to be parallel, but they're going to be different. So they won't be quite like the spider eyes where one side of the chest is the same as the other. They will be different designs, but they'll have equal weight and they'll make sense with one another. So I can't wait to get to my sleeves. Obviously, sleeves are a lot less painful than anything you're doing on your chest. I don't mind the chest so much, but like the stomach, the sides, the ribs, all that stuff. While not the most painful stuff, when I've been doing that week after week after week, I kind of can't wait for the break that my arms are going to represent. So anyway, I don't want to make this one too long. I don't have too much to say about this last appointment. I will show it off one more time. So obviously it adds a lot of depth. This whole scene that I'm working on here on the side looks really cool, really creepy. And then yeah, that's the fully healed side. So obviously once we get that black down here more, it's gonna look quite a bit better, I think. It'll just pop out the back side of this one. But yeah, everything's coming together really well, and I'm really super excited about it. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and have a great day.